In January, the government published a brand new way of rating how well local councils, those folks in charge of your potholes, are actually fixing your roads. For the first time, they have published an interactive rating system, a red, amber, green traffic light scorecard, for 154 local highway authorities across England. So drivers can literally see how well their local council is maintaining the road network. And yes, it is about more than just numbers on a map. Let's break it down. At the heart of this is a record investment, £7.3 billion of government money, to improve local roads and fix potholes properly. But instead of just handing that cash over and hoping for the best, councils now have to show results. They're rated on three things: the condition of their roads, how much they're spending on fixing them, and whether they're using best practice methods, like preventative maintenance, rather than endless short-term patching. You might be thinking, well, that all sounds like jargon. But here's the twist: it affects drivers directly. Hitting a pothole isn't just annoying. The average cost of car damage from a pothole was about £320 last year, and some motorists paid over £1,000. That's money out of your pocket. Councils that score green, places like Leeds, Coventry and Essex, have shown they're investing in long-lasting fixes and keeping roads in good shape. Amber means there's progress, but more to do. Red means significant issues remain, whether that's poor condition, lack of investment, or not following best practice. Councils on red will get support and scrutiny to help improve. This isn't just a one-off snapshot. To continue accessing their full future funding allocations, councils have to keep publishing transparency reports, showing what they've fixed, how they're spending the money, and what outcomes they're getting. That means that you can check if your council is walking the walk, not just talking about potholes. There's a deeper context here too. Road condition has been a perennial gripe, and not just because we grumble about bumps on a Sunday drive. A recent industry report put the true cost of repairing England and Wales' deteriorating roads at close to £17 billion, noting that until funding certainty returned, councils were stuck in a loop of reactive fixes rather than proactive maintenance. Motoring groups like the AA and RAC are welcoming this mapping initiative. They've been saying for years that drivers want councils to be held accountable, and that planning for long-term fixes saves money over repeated patch jobs. And cycling organisations point out that this isn't just about cars. Badly maintained roads are a safety issue for cyclists and motorcyclists too. So what does this actually mean for you and me on a rainy Tuesday or a sunny Saturday? Well, awareness is power. You can now look up your local authority's rating, red, amber or green, and ask questions. Is your council investing in preventative measures? Are potholes disappearing faster than they appear? Are resurfacing programs being planned rather than just reactive patching? The answers are out in the open for the first time. Potholes have a serious impact on safety, on wear and tear to vehicles, and on people's everyday journeys. Now, thanks to this new system, councils can't just blame winter weather or funding uncertainty. Their performance is on the map, literally. And that, in turn, pressures local authorities to do the job they're paid to do: keep local roads safe, smooth, and fit for everyday travel. That's good news for all of us who share Britain's byways, from the narrowest village lane to the busiest commuter route. So, if you're listening to all this and thinking, all right, how do I actually use this? Here's how to turn that government road ratings page into something genuinely useful. First, find your council's rating. Head to the government's local road maintenance ratings map. I'll leave a link in the description. It's interactive, color-coded, and refreshingly easy to use. You can zoom straight into your area and see whether your council is marked green, amber, or red for road maintenance performance. Green means they're doing well on road condition, spending, and long-term maintenance. Amber means mixed results, some good work, but gaps. Red means serious issues, and yes, extra scrutiny from central government. If you've ever wondered why your neighbour's roads look smoother than yours, this map may explain it. Second, read the transparency report. Every council now has to publish a road maintenance transparency report to keep access to full funding. These aren't glossy brochures, they're spreadsheets and summaries showing how much money they received, how much they spent, and what percentage went on long-term resurfacing versus short-term patching. You don't need to read every line. Look for phrases like preventative maintenance, resurfacing program, or asset management. Those usually signal councils planning ahead rather than chasing potholes reactively. Third, compare year on year. This system isn't a one-off. Ratings will be updated annually, which means you can track whether your council is improving or sliding backwards. If a council stays red year after year, that's not bad luck. That's lack of performance. And if one moves from amber to green, that's worth recognizing. For road nerds, and I say that lovingly, this is suddenly very interesting. Fourth, report potholes strategically. Here's the counterintuitive bit. Reporting potholes still matters, even with all this funding. Councils use public reports to prioritize repairs and demonstrate demand. When you report, include photos, note the size and depth, mention damage risk to cyclists, pedestrians, traffic speed. That data feeds directly into how councils justify spending and how they're assessed by the Department for Transport. Fifth, use the rating when contacting your council. This is the real power move. If your council is rated red or amber, you can now reference that officially when emailing councillors or attending local meetings. You're no longer just saying the roads are terrible. You're saying the Department for Transport rates our road maintenance as amber or red. What's the plan to improve this? That changes the tone entirely. It's evidence-based, not anecdotal. Finally, remember what this doesn't cover. One important caveat. This system covers local authority roads, not motorways or major trunk roads, which are managed separately by national highways. So if your local lane is crumbling, this system applies. If it's the M40, that's a different conversation entirely. The big takeaway here is this. For the first time, road maintenance in England isn't just something we complain about, it's something we can track, compare, and challenge. So next time you hit a pothole hard enough to question your suspension and your life choices, you've now got somewhere concrete to look, and something concrete to quote. And honestly, that's a small but meaningful step toward better roads for all of us. Do you think this new rating system will improve our roads? Let me know what you think in the comments below.